Hello, Jays Nation. Welcome back to your go-to channel, the Toronto Blue Jays News Network. Today we have 3 jam-packed updates about our Blue Army which happened or came to notice just a few hours ago. So if you are a true Jays fan, you do not want to miss these updates. And yes, before we start the video, I request you, if you are new to the channel, then do not forget to like and subscribe so that you can stay in the loop with everything surrounding our beloved team. So let's dive right into today's first big update. Update 1. A total steal. Why the Blue Jays' new 100+ mile-per-hour left-handed weapon has the entire league terrified. Jays Nation, our front office just made a massive statement in the Major League Baseball draft, and the entire baseball world is absolutely buzzing right now. The Toronto Blue Jays officially used their first selection of the draft to secure a monstrous left-handed pitcher, grabbing the absolute powerhouse Cole Carlon out of Arizona State University with the 39th overall pick in the first round. Let me tell you, this is not just any ordinary pitching prospect. We are talking about a towering 6'5", 230-pound southpaw who has been completely tearing up the collegiate ranks. He recently wrapped up an incredible junior season in the National Collegiate Athletic Association, successfully transitioning from a dominant bullpen arm into a truly elite frontline starting pitcher. During his sophomore year, his raw stuff was so lethal that he was named an All-American as a reliever. But this past season, the 21-year-old Tempe, Arizona native took his game to an entirely different stratosphere. The mind-boggling statistics. Cole Carlon posted a stellar 5-2 record across 16 starts, pitching 83 2/3 innings. The strikeout machine. He racked up a jaw-dropping 133 strikeouts while only yielding 31 walks. That is an unbelievable 38% strikeout rate against some of the best hitters in college baseball. The elite efficiency. He finished the year with a brilliant 3.87 earned run average, comfortably earning himself a well-deserved selection to the All-Big 12 Conference First Team for the second time in his illustrious career. The official Major League Baseball draft social media accounts quickly pointed out that Carlon was ranked as the 26th best prospect on the top 250 draft prospects list, meaning the Toronto Blue Jays got an absolute steal at pick number 39. Our insider tracking networks are raving about his dynamic 4-pitch mix, which features a heavy fastball, a sharp slider, a biting curveball, and an elite fading changeup. Analysts note that his fastball consistently sits around 94 to 96 miles per hour, but he frequently turns up the heat, touching 98 and topping out at a mind-numbing 100.7 miles per hour this year. Pair that high-octane heat with a devastating plus 70 grade slider that completely misses bats, and you have an absolute nightmare blueprint for opposing hitters in the American League East. Now, while some minor league evaluators wonder if he can stick as a long-term starter down the road, we all know that our organization is world-class at developing elite arms. Just look at what we did with Trey Yesavage out of East Carolina University, whom we drafted 20th overall back in 2024 and fast-tracked to the big leagues in just over a single year to make a massive impact. Cole Carlon could easily follow that exact same dominant trajectory straight to the Rogers Center. Oh, and the excitement did not stop there for the front office on day one, as they also went ahead and picked up a highly productive infielder in the 3rd round, selecting shortstop Ryan Cooney out of the University of Oregon at number 103 overall. He blasted 8 home runs, drove in 43 runs batted in, and carried a beautiful .331 batting average to earn all Big Ten Conference first-team honors. We will dive deep into why this specific infielder is a perfect fit for our system in just a moment. Update 2. The next infield mastermind? Why this brilliant new draft pick fits the Blue Jays blueprint perfectly. Welcome back to the action, Jays Nation. The Toronto Blue Jays continued their highly strategic college route with their second selection of the 2026 Major League Baseball Draft. On Saturday evening, our front office utilized the 103rd overall pick to secure the talents of Ryan Cooney, a phenomenal infielder out of the University of Oregon. Born in Portland, Oregon, Cooney stands at a solid 6 feet tall and weighs 195 pounds, bringing an athletic and durable frame to our organizational depth. Throughout his highly impressive collegiate career with the Ducks, he showcased remarkable defensive versatility by comfortably manning shortstop, second base, and third base. Turning 22 years old shortly after the conclusion of the 2026 season, this young diamond in the rough spent 3 excellent developmental seasons sharpening his skills in the highly competitive college landscape. When you take a close look at his statistical progression, it becomes incredibly obvious why the Blue Jays scouting department fell completely in love with his profile. During his freshman season back in 2024, Cooney experienced the typical adjustment period, slashing .203, .323, .468 with 6 home runs in 95 plate appearances, which equated to an 84 weighted runs created plus. However, true stars adapt, and he took a massive evolutionary leap forward in 2025 with increased playing time. He batted an outstanding .335, .445, .500 while launching another 6 home runs in 234 plate appearances. What truly stood out was his elite plate discipline, walking at a 14.1% base on balls percentage while striking out at a tiny 9% strikeout percentage. This past season, he took things even further by slashing .331, .420, .524, blasting a career-best 8 home runs in 295 plate appearances. He maintained a great 10.8% base on balls percentage and an incredible 11.9% strikeout percentage, giving him a fantastic 121 weighted runs created plus. Major League Baseball Pipeline officially ranked Cooney as the 137th best draft-eligible prospect in the entire nation. Scouts rave about his blistering speed, which is comfortably graded as a 55 by the publication. His pure hitting tool is remarkably solid with a 50 grade, though his over-the-fence power tool sits slightly below average at a 40 grade. While he possesses the defensive chops to play the left side of the infield, he primarily held down second base during the 2026 campaign. If this exact type of profile sounds incredibly familiar to you, it is because this marks the 3rd time in the last 5 drafts that the Toronto Blue Jays have prioritized a player with this exact set of skills. Back in 2022, they drafted Josh Kasevich, who ironically also played for the Oregon Ducks in his draft year and arrived as a strong infield defender with lower power numbers but an elite bat-to-ball capability and a low strikeout rate. Furthermore, in the last draft, the Blue Jays selected Eric Snow in the 6th round. So far this season, Snow has hit just 4 home runs but is slashing .298, .374, .405 between single-A and high-A minor league affiliates. Much like Kasevich and Cooney, Snow boasts a solid 11.1% base on balls percentage and a low 13.8% strikeout percentage. The front office knows exactly what wins games, and Ryan Cooney is the perfect continuation of that winning strategy as we look ahead to the 131st overall pick at the end of the 4th round. Update 3. Shocking trade alert. The real reason the Blue Jays just sent a major bullpen weapon packing. Hold on to your hats, Jays Nation, because the front office just pulled off a stunning roster shakeup that nobody saw coming today. The Toronto Blue Jays are actively clearing out a crowded roster to position themselves for the future, and that has resulted in a major transaction. According to an official report from Alden Gonzalez at Entertainment and Sports Programming Network, our Blue Jays have traded veteran right-handed pitcher Tommy Nance straight to the Minnesota Twins. In return for the experienced reliever, Toronto is acquiring an incredibly exciting young minor league prospect named Ryan Sprock, adding another potentially explosive bat to our developmental pipeline. Let us take a closer look at what we are parting with, because Tommy Nance has been a highly reliable piece of our bullpen puzzle. Through 32 games with the Blue Jays this season, the 35-year-old right-hander has posted a 1-2 record along with a rock-solid 3.82 earned run average and a 1.27 walks plus hits per inning pitched. Over his 33 innings of work on the mound, Nance racked up 34 strikeouts while holding opposing batters to a meager .234 batting average. He did have a brief scare back on May 17th when he was placed on the 15-day injured list due to right forearm discomfort, an ailment that cost him 22 days of action. However, since returning to the active roster, he has shown absolutely no ill effects and has been throwing the ball beautifully. Originally acquired from the San Diego Padres back on August 7th, 2024, in exchange for cash considerations, Nance spent parts of the 2024, 2025, and 2026 seasons wearing the Toronto blue. In total, across 82 games with the club, he put up a 3-5 record, a stellar 3.22 earned run average, and a 1.17 walks plus hits per inning pitched across 86.2 innings pitched. He even pitched in 2 postseason games during the American League Division Series against the New York Yankees last year, though he struggled slightly by giving up 2 runs on 5 hits and 1 walk across 1.1 innings pitched. With the Twins deeply entrenched in a tight playoff race and desperate to beef up their bullpen, they paid a solid price to get him. Now, let us talk about the incredible piece coming back to Toronto, because this is where things get really exciting for Jays fans. We are welcoming 21-year-old Ryan Sprock to the organization, an absolute diamond in the rough who was originally selected by the Minnesota Twins in the 8th round of the 2025 Major League Baseball Draft. This kid has been tearing the cover off the baseball this year. Through 65 games in Single A with the Fort Myers Mighty Muscles, Sprock put up a spectacular .306 batting average, launching 5 home runs and driving in 37 runs batted in. Even more impressive was his jaw-dropping .436 on-base percentage, which stood as the single highest mark in the entire Florida State League before he earned a well-deserved promotion to High A Cedar Rapids. While he only appeared in 2 games for the Cedar Rapids Colonels, failing to record a hit but securing 1 run batted in and 1 walk across 7 at-bats, his upside is undeniable. The 21-year-old looks poised to join High A Vancouver in our minor league system, injecting a highly talented bat into an organization that has historically found incredible success developing catchers and elite hitters. This trade clears up roster flexibility for us while giving us a high upside offensive weapon to dream on for years to come. Wow. What an unbelievable couple of hours it has been for Toronto Blue Jays baseball. From drafting an absolute flamethrower in Cole Carlon, who touches over 100 miles per hour, to securing an incredibly disciplined, high-contact infielder like Ryan Cooney, and finally pulling off a major trade to land an on-base machine like Ryan Sprock, the front office is working overtime to make this team a powerhouse. The future is looking incredibly bright here in Toronto. That wraps up our special breaking news coverage today on the Toronto Blue Jays News Network. What do you think about these massive draft picks and the Tommy Nance trade, Jays Nation? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a single update about our beloved Blue Army. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, let's go Blue Jays.